Hello, and welcome to Practicum video number 5. This video will provide you with an overview of the documentation necessary to receive approval of your public health practicum. MPH students will use a Pre-Practicum Canvas site to submit the documentation required to receive approval for a practicum experience. Roughly halfway through your first fall semester, you will receive an invitation to join the Pre-Practicum Canvas site. In Canvas, the course is set up with various modules that you'll be expected to work through in order to successfully complete all the required assignments. Each module contains step-by-step instructions for working through all the required components. Each piece of required documentation is set up as an assignment with instructions and due dates. If you click on the Assignments tab, you'll see the list of required documents that will need to be completed in order to receive approval for your practicum and the permission code to register for the practicum course. The required documents include an updated resume or CV, proof of completion of the 2 required online trainings, one for HIPAA and one for human subjects research. For those going abroad, proof of approval from the CSU Office of International Programs, the signed learning plan and placement agreement, and submission of your practicum in an online database. Again, full instructions for each of these assignments can be found in the Pre-Practicum Canvas site. Please keep in mind that the due dates posted for assignments in the Pre-Practicum Canvas site are updated each semester to reflect deadlines for the following semester. For example, pre-practicum assignments for a summer practicum will be due in the spring semester. This is the layout of the practicum learning plan with the description of what should be included in each section. You'll need to work with your practicum site preceptor, otherwise referred to as your supervisor, to complete the learning plan and placement agreement, but they should be written by you. Please see video number 6 for a detailed description of the information that you'll need to enter into each section of the learning plan. The placement agreement is basically the contract stating that the preceptor agrees to host you for the purpose of the practicum. You'll need to meet with your preceptor to discuss the topics included in the placement agreement, but the placement agreement should be written by you. Within the placement agreement, you'll describe how you'll be oriented to the organization, what the dress code is, how you should communicate with your preceptor, what your hours will be, if workspace or tools will be made available to you, and what your start and end dates will be. Be sure to review the syllabus for the semester that you're completing your practicum so that you can make sure your practicum end date is before the date the practicum assignments need to be submitted for a grade. Additionally, the start date cannot be before you've received full practicum approval from your practicum advisor, which is generally indicated by being provided with the registration code to register for the practicum course. The CSU MPH program sets aside funding each year to support student practicum and capstone opportunities. You may request funding for either your practicum or your capstone project, but cannot receive funding for both. The application to request this funding can be found on the Pre-Practicum Canvas site. The amount of the stipend or the number of stipends that are funded may vary from year to year. These requests are funded on a first-come, first-served basis. Any students who are receiving payment for their practicum or capstone are not eligible to receive this funding. Students do need to have an approved and signed practicum learning plan and placement agreement or an approved capstone proposal to submit a funding application. Now you should have a better understanding of the steps needed to receive approval for your practicum experience. When you're ready to learn more about how to complete the practicum learning plan, please watch video number 6. The last 2 videos will address how you can successfully complete your practicum, including more detailed information about the required interprofessional engagement experience.